This is...
Okay, all right, fine. All right,
Okay,
well, me.
that's you.
My list, as you can see,
Wow, this is
mostly video games.
this is Connor's Twitch channel.
Yeah,
2025.
So just to reason why this is so many video games.
He's a gamer.
I have played. I counted. I played 150 games.
Holy shit!
On stream.
Wow.
I played games off stream too.
Holy fuck.
I am a gamer through and through.
Damn, you locked into being a gamer this year, huh?
This year, I went so incredibly hard on video games. It is even when I look back at the games I've played this year, I'm like, wow, I played a lot of fucking classics.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why this year in particular was such a game?
Because you didn't play
year?
this many games last year, did you?
Yeah.
No, I think this year well, last year I kind of really enjoyed playing a lot of longer games. And this year I just really wanted to play a bunch of video games.
Yeah.
I found myself just really appreciating the medium of gaming and getting really into it, really. Like this, I've had so much fun with playing video games. So that's why there's a lot of games here. But also, there was a lot more that I could put on here. I had to really be very selective here with the games that I chose. And only 3 of the games on this list are from this year. But they're very good games.
Yes.
And I had to put one music, so I was like, fuck it, I'll put one music. Put one.
I didn't put any music this year.
Yeah, Joey didn't.
You did with Hans Zimmer?
Oh yeah, okay, technically, yeah.
I felt like I should put some music, and at least this is a way to talk about Orb at least.
Yeah.
So let me go through the 9 that I chose.
Yeah.
First one is Sakanaction, Japanese band, did the opening for Orb. Been listening to them quite a lot this year.
Oh,
probably
shit.
the artist that I've listened to maybe the most this year.
Right.
Not Tame Impala. Expedition 33, Final Fantasy Tactics, Evilist Chronicles, F1, the movie, the documentary, and the sport in general.
Yep.
In the middle is Metal Gear Solid.
Yep.
Dispatch is the 6th one. Adolescence, probably my favorite TV show this year. Soma, and then One Battle After Another is probably my favorite film I've watched this year. But again, that was really hard to decide. I'll go through, because I wanted to at least have one TV, one movie, and one music.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, it could have been 9 games.
Yeah.
Because that is genuinely the thing I've done most this year. I have the most feelings about.
Yeah.
But we can start with Sakanaction. Yeah, basically, Orb was so good. And the opening.
I love it when you discover an artist through like an anime opening.
Dude,
and the opening was so good.
Yeah.
And then I listened to Monster, or Kaiju, sorry. That's the name of the song, right? Kaiju? That was it?
Kaiju? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I listened to that song so much that eventually I was like, fuck it. Let's listen to the rest of them.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, bangers.
Yeah.
Surprisingly
They're
bangers.
such a good band, dude.
Have they done anything else outside of Orb?
I don't know if they've done any other anime. But they're a very, very popular band within Japan.
Yeah, they have been around for a long time.
Yeah, very
I think
well known.
Shin Takarajima was like the first like big hit. I think that's Sakanaction, right? Not too sure.
Oh, there's been a couple.
Okay, they've done a few.
Okay. Let's see what else they've done.
No,
just
sorry,
Orb.
sorry.
Just
done
Orb. Damn.
What a banger.
Yeah.
One and done. That's all that needs to be done.
I'm surprised because they definitely struck me as a band that would be in a lot more anime.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder.
I'm not sure. I mean, Orb as an opening, it doesn't, it's a little, I think it's unique.
Yeah, no, their sound is definitely unique.
Yeah.
But I feel like, especially in these past couple of years, I feel like anime openings aren't just like your generic like J-pop songs anymore. Like they're definitely kind of, anime openings have always had artists and bands that are a little more on the unique side in terms of like sound and style. And like Sakanaction, like I think perfectly fits that vibe for a lot of shows. But
yeah,
I don't know.
And also Orb did the fucking amazing thing of not changing the opening halfway through. It's the iconic opening of Orb.
Yeah.
And
I sometimes think it's better to do that than to.
I think so too.
Than to change it up.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like
usually the first opening is the best for most shows.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
The amount of times you get to like the second opening and you're like, this definitely sounds like a second opening.
I like the Dun 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 second opening, but it feels like a second opening.
Yeah, totally. Same thing with like Oshinoko as well. I like the Oshinoko.
Gachiakta as well. I'm just like, it's fine.
Me when I'm the band who gets commissioned to go second.
Oh, it's like, I have to follow up that.
Yeah.
Bro, for real? I mean, Orb was probably my favorite anime of this year, even though I know it technically started last year, but it went into this year. It was probably still my favorite anime of this year. As much as I love Takopi and I loved a lot of other animes that came out this year, but I didn't watch that many, to be honest. It was still, I think, and this song was so fucking good.
Yeah.
And got me into listening to this band. So I appreciate Orb for doing that.
Right on.
Yeah.
I guess which order should we go? Should we leave games till last?
Sure.
Because I got a lot to talk about with games.
F1?
Okay.
F1 I've talked about on the pod a lot.
Yeah.
I won't bore you guys too much. I watched the F1 movie, which I really, really enjoyed. I thought it was, again, maybe one of my top 3 movies of this year. Didn't put it on here because I felt like this kind of encompasses it anyway.
Yeah.
And Drive to Survive I got into, and through that started watching F1. And it was just like a really fun year for me to get into it. And it's probably been my favorite sport thing that I've gotten into this year. I feel like every year I dip my toes in another sport and kind of get a little bit into it, which is really nice because there's always just random events that pop up, and sometimes the sport you like or you kind of got into is like, oh, it's doing something. Okay, cool, I'll watch it.
Yeah, the other day a random F1 video finally popped up on my feed as well. But it definitely wasn't like the story-oriented F1 style stuff that you've been watching. It was one of those like I forgot what the title of the video was, but it was something along the lines of like 12 infamous F1 cases where the driver died in horrible ways or something.
I think someone hasn't died in a long time, but it has happened.
A lot of them were from like the 50s and 60s where like regulations weren't properly set up.
Yeah, even nowadays with how fast they're going, you're like, Jesus Christ, some of these crashes. You're like, fuck me.
Yeah.
But it's been such a cool sport to get into. I hope my boy Lewis Hamilton can bring it back sometime and win.
Yeah.
But it's it's been a really fun sport to get into. And if you want to get into a new thing, I recommend watching Drive to Survive or just watch the F1 movie because it was so good. It's such a good movie. And I
want to watch it.
It feels like an ad for the sport, but in the best way possible. It also feels like a love letter to the sport.
Yeah.
Because it's such a beautifully shot film. And obviously all the actors are fantastic in it. It's the perfect package of what a banging sports movie is meant to be. So highly recommend it. Man, Brad Pitt does a lot of the good sports films. And then I think probably my favorite TV show was probably Adolescence.
I haven't heard of this.
It was pretty popular when it came out.
Really? Maybe I just don't watch TV shows.
Yeah, I don't watch TV shows.
Did you hear about this show?
I feel like I did.
So, Adolescence is...
is it Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix. It was a 4-episode series. And the notable thing about this show is that it was all one shot.
Oh, wow.
So each episode is one camera, no cuts, and it moves around.
Right.
Which has some limitations, but it is so fucking good. And basically, I'll tell you the story. Oh, you can see it there. A 13-year-old is accused of murder by a classmate. His family, the therapist, and the detective are all in charge of left asking what really happened.
Right.
And so it kind of... It's all, very dramatic. The first episode is them kind of arresting this kid and all the initial reactions of the police, the family. And then the second episode is, kind of questioning further the school kids about what's going on. And then the third episode is where they kind of interrogate this kid.
Yeah.
And the whole episode is just interrogating this kid. And it's such a good episode. And this kid, it's his first time acting. He did such an amazing job. But the best part was... Stephen Graham, I think that's his name, who's, if you're British, you will have seen this guy a bunch. Go on, this guy.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah. He plays the dad, and he does such a fucking gut-wrenching performance. Probably one of my favorite performances, just full stop this year, of any actor. I've not been that hurt in a long time, and watching him. And also, I think maybe because it was set in the UK, but Stephen Graham's character is such a typical British man.
Yeah.
That watching him really kind of go through this from the lens that I feel like maybe even I see a lot of my dad in
right. Right.
So similar because he's also, I think, also from Liverpool. My dad's from Liverpool.
Yeah.
So watching a character who feels so close to something in my life.
Yeah.
And seeing a man, because, I'm sure your dad as well, and all our dads to an extent, it's like watching someone go through something horrific and kind of watching a dad from that generation, if you can't cry, can't go through any of this stuff, can't show emotion, having to kind of outwardly deal with these emotions and kind of go through it and deal with what's happening is a really horrific, really hard thing to watch.
Yeah.
But he does such an amazing job. And it was one of the shows that's really stuck with me this year.
Right.
And I really enjoyed it. 4 episodes. Highly recommend watching it. They're about, I think, 40 minutes to an hour each an episode, but
okay.
Some of the best acting. Really amazing intentional camera work as well that really like sucks you in. You feel like you can never look away.
Right.
Again, there's no cuts. It's just constantly following.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like watching this beautiful clockwork of all these actors because, again, the camera's moving. And you see everyone's moving around doing their thing and all the actors to be where they need to be at the right time. And it feels like almost a stage play in real life.
Right.
You can see the last 2 episodes are the highest rated, which I feel like is unusual for a show that's like this. Like, you know, normally these shows that are kind of TV shows where they're limited run, it's normally the first episode, the big hook, kind of loses steam. But it's a show that honestly kind of reaches its apex in like 3rd episode.
Okay.
But you know,
is the single camera shot? Would you say that
it adds to it a lot?
It adds to it.
It adds to it. A lot of the times, like with 1912 or 19, what's that movie? 1917? 17?
I think it's 17.
1917. At times, I felt like the camera being one shot was limiting.
Yeah.
In a way that...
Same thing with, what's that other fucking film about that stage actor? Birdman or something like that.
Oh yeah, Birdman. It was Birdman.
Was it Birdman?
Birdman.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can feel like a limitation.
Yeah.
But I felt like because of what the scope of this was, which was basically, again, like one of the episodes is just in an interrogation room.
Yeah.
It never felt like it was a hindrance. And it added to a lot of the pacing of like, you know, trying to arrest this person, figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
It really added to like the tension of like everything's constantly simmering.
Okay.
And it worked really well. So I highly recommend if you didn't watch this, because it was like the most watched TV show when it came out.
Right.
If you didn't watch it for whatever reason, I still really think you should watch it. It's really amazing, really worth watching, and one of the most gut-wrenching performances.
Damn, this came out in March.
Yeah, March.
Bro.
Please watch this. Like this is genuinely, if I could tell you to watch any TV show this year, this is it.
Okay.
Again, 4 episodes. And you can watch one episode, come back to it a week later. Like But for me, I had to.
Did you binge it?
Yeah, I had to. I couldn't stop when I watched it.
Yeah, I mean, and it'd be so easy to binge too because only 4 episodes.
Yeah, and it feels very British and very maybe Australian to an extent. You know, very. It's more of the kin to the style of. You know, when something is a bit explosive acting wise, it's explosive in the lens of British acting. My personal preference. I like the more grounded approach to acting.
Not over conflated. Like
but it's about as dramatic as it can get. It's someone being arrested for murder. Like it's But again, a really amazing show. I don't think I ever talked about it on Trash Taste.
No, you didn't.
First time hearing
I think because I went straight into Cyclothon after watching it. So I think that's probably why I never ended up talking about it.
Right.
And the kid also, I think he won an Emmy for his acting.
Oh, sick.
And I think also Stephen Graham did too. I could be wrong. But it was Stephen Graham, again, best performance I watched all year.
All right.
My favorite one.
Hell yeah.
All right, nice.
And then movies, honestly, there's a lot of great movies this year that I watched.
Yeah.
Honestly, One Battle After Another was probably my favorite. I watched, because it's Leonardo DiCaprio, Benicio del Toro, is that his name?
Benicio del Toro.
Yeah.
He was amazing in this movie. I really enjoyed it.
What's it about?
Wow. So, God. So the movie
2 hours, 50 minutes.
So the movie...
Oh, Sean Penn.
Damn.
Sean Penn. And I will say, Sean Penn is the reason why this movie is so good.
Oh, dude, I feel Sean Penn never misses.
He seems like a crazy person in real life and a little bit of an intense guy because I watched him in the Charlie Sheen doc.
Right.
And I swear at one point in this doc, he's doing coke on the table. He seems like an insane guy. I don't know if I'm like, it was a weird thing. Anyway, Sean Penn seems like a fucking crazy guy. But the movie opens up with them breaking immigrants out of an immigration center.
Right.
Okay.
So you can imagine maybe some of the discussion around this movie got a little heated. A lot, there's the people like, it's too woke. It's like they basically like the opening scene is they scout out this immigration camp where they're being held under like pretty like rough conditions, and then Leonardo DiCaprio and this other character, I forgot their name. I'm so sorry. They break them out of this immigration center. And Sean Penn is the cop. And then one of the opening scenes where I was like, oh, this is not going to be a normal film, was, I forgot what the name of the actress was.
Tiana Taylor?
Tiana Taylor.
She's like a Disney actress, isn't she? Originally? If I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure.
Or like a Nick Kids actress originally.
So when they're breaking them out of this immigration camp, Sean Penn is like the main cop who's there stationed.
Yeah.
And she goes in this room and like makes him jerk off in front of her.
What?
And then you're like, okay, he wants revenge.
Yeah.
No, he really was turned on by this and like wants to hunt her down to like have sex with her. So it gets like really fucking weird.
Okay.
And mean, so that's like the first 20 minutes and they time skip like 16 years. And, you know, the story gets very convoluted in a good way.
Yeah.
And I would say like the first hour and a half of the film is a 10 out of 10. And the last hour or so, I get an 8 or 9. Like it definitely loses a little bit of steam, but it's very good, very funny. The director, Paul Thomas Anderson, who's done another couple of films that I've really enjoyed too. So really good film. Probably my favorite film that came out this year.
Yeah.
Highly recommend it. Benicio del Toro did great. I also watched him in The Phoenician Scheme this year, which I really did enjoy, but it was like one of those Wes Anderson films where it just felt like a Wes Anderson film, but it didn't blow you away.
I mean, what Wes Anderson film doesn't feel like a Wes Anderson film?
But sometimes they feel like a Wes Anderson film, but I'm also like super impressed and locked in.
Yeah.
And that was like Grand Budapest Hotel. It's like by far his best film. And it feels like the Wes Anderson isms push that story in a great direction.
Yes.
Whereas some films feel like it is at the extent, like it is like the movie suffers for the Wes Anderson kind of.
It like takes you out of it all.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I think The Phoenician Scheme is a movie that is really cool, but it feels like a movie that was made for actors and not for like people.
You think it was Oscar bait? Because it's just like, sometimes it's just like, you know, every actor is just, you know, trying to work with like some like a director like Wes Anderson, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like a movie for someone who really enjoys the arts and that world.
Yeah.
I don't know what I even mean by that necessarily, but like it I don't know. There's a lot of things I wish weren't.
Wait, there's a character in this movie called Jungle Pussy.
Yeah. So Sean Penn is in this movie, and I will say the reason why I think this movie is rated so highly is because of Sean Penn. He is fucking terrifying in this film. Right. He is maniacal, evil, and like every single time he's on screen, he's fucking terrifying.
And his character name is Lockjaw.
Yeah.
God fucking damn
Jesus Christ.
Colonel Stephen J. Lockjaw.
And I think another reason why a lot of maybe groups didn't like this film is because there is in this movie, he has like this meeting with this thing called like the Christmas Club.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's just a bunch of like white nationalists who like control everything.
Right.
And he wants to join them. But they're like, you haven't had sex with a black person, have you? He's like, no. And then they find out he's lying to them. All goes,
to the streets.
Yeah, it's all very odd. It's all, but really good movie, really gripping. Highly recommend it.
Okay.
At least, you know, it might not be for everyone. I don't think everyone's going to enjoy this film, but I think, and it is a messy film. It feels like a couple of things are all over the place.
Yeah.
But, you know, you have Sean Penn, you have Leonardo DiCaprio, Benicio del Toro, really like bring it together, as well as Taylor.
I've heard
really, keep it together.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about this film, but very few people who actually watch the film.
I would. It's one of those films I would not mind watching it again, even though it's 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I do want to watch this.
If it wouldn't have been this, it would have been like, I don't know, Lawrence of Arabia, which I watched this year, which I loved. Watched it twice.
Oh, the original one?
Yeah, I watched that twice this year.
Dude, that's such a good movie.
And I watched Bridge of the River Kwai this year. That could have been up there.
You also watched Heat, didn't you, this year?
I watched Heat this year.
Yeah.
Bro, you watched
He's gone through all of the classics.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies that could have been, but I think...
You watched Rand this year as well?
Yeah, exactly. I watched so many good films this year, but I will say, just because it's 2025 and I felt like this movie was very good, fuck it, it can go up there.